everyone, welcome back to Navigating Space. My name is Nolithando Ndaba and today I'm joined by the beautiful, the wonderful Miss Phindile. Today we're going to be talking about grief, we're going to be talking about loss and healing, and this conversation is mostly just to help you through your journey of healing as well. I would just like to say thank you so much for being a part of this journey. Thank you for being here. Welcome to my new viewers and to my old viewers. Thank you so much for coming back and for watching us.
So, I'm Phindile Mthethwa, for those that don't know me. But I go by Lele full time. Studied at AFDA. That's actually how we met. Funny enough, we met in first year when you were acting on my set.
Oh my god, yes, I actually even forgot about that. Yeah, but we weren't like
we weren't kicking it. It was just cool, I know her, she knows me, great.
Oh my god, I remember that. Oh, I think our relationship and the relationships that I had in CMS kind of birthed this idea, you know, of safe spaces.
Okay.
So anyone that was like with us in third year studying CMS, that little dungeon at the bottom of the school was where we went to cry, scream, complain, everything. Like we knew everything about everyone in that room. We knew everything about each other, and it was always so safe.
Privacy that you wouldn't step out and hear someone else saying, "Oh, I heard."
Like that was so nice that like everything that we told each other in that space was. It was our space, you know, it was our safe space, you know. So I think that also had a big impact on why I wanted to start this and why I thought creating safe spaces was so important.
Someone like to say that we're the chosen ones. Spoken word, love letters. I watch your symmetry curve.
My dad, who's actually my stepdad, but I regard him as my dad. He came into my life 2018. In the beginning, we just did not get along, him and I.
Okay.
He was a strict man.
Okay.
Damn! But he was there. If there's one thing I can commend, he was always there.
Okay.
If I would call him stranded, he would come. He would shout at me, definitely. But he would come there and just save me immediately. I finally found a father. I finally found a whole family. We are a family. He always just believed that I should be taken care of. I should be treated like a little princess. He was honestly like the best. I was blessed to have a father like him until he got sick. And the first time he got sick was actually on my birthday. And ever since, my birthday wasn't the same. It was like, fuck, that day is the day that kind of started everything. But you know how black fathers are. They never want to show you their pain. They never want to show you that I'm actually sick. So he had his heart issues, but he didn't want to accept it. He didn't want to go to the doctors, nothing like that. As time went, my mom started falling sick. I think you remember when I told you about that. My mom fell sick. She had a spinal issue and she was in hospital. Right? And that time I was not okay because I was thinking, okay, dad is sick, mom is in hospital. What if I lose both of them at the same time? What's gonna happen to me? Then mom recovered and I guess my dad started being a little bit better. He went to the doctor for like medication.
Okay.
And he was okay. Came 29th of September. My mom and I went to the mall, and when we came back, my dad was by the passage. He had blood just coming down from his mouth, his nose, like it was just bad, and he couldn't talk. And my mom just said, we're going to hospital, and I stayed at home, and they were at hospital almost the entire day. And the doctors just said, if this man does not get surgery, you won't see Christmas with him. He spent a lot of time in hospital. A lot of the times we would visit here and there, but there was a time I just couldn't visit because I couldn't stand the sight of seeing my dad like that. The strongest person I know, being in a hospital bed, being as small as I am, it just could not register in my head. No, I'm not seeing my dad like that. I'll see him when he comes home. Then eventually in October, he did come home. I think it was mid-October because he spent 2 weeks in hospital.
Okay.
And then Tuesday, my mom came back from work. She went upstairs, and when she came downstairs, my dad's neck was swollen. And my mom said they're going to Linksfield Hospital quickly to check what's going on. 11 p.m. on the dot, I saw them coming up the stairs. I was coming out of my room, and my dad's eyes were white, completely white, and he just could not move. My mom was helping him move, and I was like, why are you guys back? This man's clearly sick. You should be in hospital. And mom was like, no, they sent us back and said if he gets any worse, we should bring him back. I was like, okay. Then I went into the bedroom with him, and I sat next to him on the bed. And I said, are you okay? And he was like, please go to bed. I'll talk to you in the morning. 6 a.m., my brother-in-law called me. And he was like, where's Abutmo? That's what everyone called him. Where's Abutmo and Mama? And I was like, I don't know. I think they're still sleeping. Why? And he just said, Ish, okay, bye. He hung up. And I went back to sleep. 7:30, my mom calls me. She's crying. She's like, we're gonna be okay. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, we're gonna be okay. Like, please elaborate. What's going on? She's like, Morgan has left us. I ran around the entire house, went to his office, outside the pool, everywhere, while I'm speaking to my mom on the phone, just to say, this is a prank. Then I hear the garage opening. I run downstairs. I open the door, and I see my mom and my uncle is behind her. And my mom, the minute she looks at me, she starts crying. And it became real in that moment that my dad is really gone. Then my mom says we need to go back to the hospital so that we can arrange for him to go to, you know, the funeral parlor and everything, go start choosing casket, that whole process. So we get into this room. It's a very cold room. We get into this room, then there's this curtain. So I'm expecting that the body is behind that curtain. Like, I'm preparing myself. Then I see everyone's just around a circle. I'm wondering, why are we in a circle? And I look down, and there's my dad's body in an orange body bag, and I can only see his face. And the body bag literally looked like a baby's cot. Like, it was so small. And I was like, that's not my dad. Where's the rest of his body? And that's the first time I cried. Because I wasn't crying at the fact that he's dead. Like, the disrespect to leave such a powerful man here on the floor is what made me so angry. It was tears of anger. That, how dare you? And everyone is like crying that, oh God, he's gone. But I'm more angry, like, can you guys move him from here? And I'm busy saying, no, 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 like, take his body away from here. Then now it was time for us to go to the cemetery. We went there. My mom was the first one to pour sand, and then my stepsister, and then it was me. And I remember just seeing his casket all the way down there, and I wanted to jump just to open it and pull him out and say, no, you're not supposed to be here. But someone pulled me. I don't know who, but someone pulled me, and I did not say goodbye. I genuinely did not say goodbye. As much as I wanted to say goodbye, I did not. Because everyone was pulling me. Everyone was kind of dictating that, okay, go now, pour sand now. Okay, look at the body now. Okay, casket is closed now. Like, I genuinely did not say goodbye because I was led through everything. And then when it was time to go, like, put the flowers and everything, I stood up to try and go put the flowers, and my family was like, no, only the nieces and nephews can do that. And yet again, I felt denied to go and just do something and just say goodbye. Yet again, someone was stopping me from saying goodbye. And then eventually it was time to leave. And still, someone was leading me to the car. I could not turn back and say, bye, Dad. I really didn't.